I was born in Riga, Latvia. Went to school and did the usual problems and trouble and all the rest of it. Then the Second World War started and we were invaded by Russia. We had a problem then due to the fact that our name was on the list as the next export people to Siberia. We had to physically leave as refugees. My father had a big 2-story house where we lived in Latvia with a big garden and beautiful surroundings. Having to leave that with a suitcase in your hand is not really very funny. As it happened, we took a suitcase each to the coast of the Baltic Sea. Our parents had organized a boat from Sweden to pick us up. Unfortunately, the German U-boats sank it. You don't forget those things because they affect you. We had no choice. We went on to the southern port of Latvia and to Poland. We organized some transport to Berlin. As far as the war was concerned, the Russians were coming. So we had to get out of Germany. We were displaced persons. We applied to go to Australia, US or Canada. The family was broken up, unfortunately. My father had a scar wound on his leg, but they would not let him come to Australia. So that was the end of the family. He went to Canada. Mother stayed in Germany until we called her out from Australia after arriving here. Unfortunately, I was 16 by then, and Australia wouldn't allow anybody under 18. So I had to get some false papers, which we organized very quickly, and I was born 3 years earlier, and that unfortunately is still with me because my passports and everything else have got the wrong birth date. We arrived in Fremantle. I was sent about to Coumberdale, which is a little village with half a dozen people there, I think. That's where I stayed with pick and shovel on the railway for 3 years. I went back to Perth, and then I decided to get a builder's license. One of the buildings that we were supposed to erect was in Dampier. Hammersley Iron people sort of saw us build that, and they must have been impressed or something. So all of a sudden, we were the first private builders on the Hammersley Iron Rio Tinto thing. We finished the whole infrastructure for Hammersley Iron to be able to mine the iron ore. From building to sewerage to tunnel building to railway structures and all that sort of thing. I was with Rio Tinto there for 6 years. I finished up there with 200 people. Unbelievable. It was 6 years the best of my life as far as work is concerned. Imagine 1,400 miles from civilization. The impossible had to be done. There was no help. You're on your own. You do what you can. Australia is a land of opportunity because it's young. It's been a wonderful life. It's been really a wonderful life. I have never been sort of down and out. A struggle is only a fight for either survival or getting better sort of thing. And it's up to you. It's just something you have got. That's it.